To the biggest game of the round and one of the biggest games of the season. Northern Hawks SC take on Cockburn Wolves for a place in the top four. A win for Northern Hawks will see them jump footscarves after they lost last night to the Cobras. A draw or a loss for the Hawks will see footscarves remain in the top four. So plenty at stake tonight. Northern Hawks at full strength minus regular goalkeeper Dan Formato. Chess Houston comes back in the side. The captain wearing number 5, Lukman Saeed, the number 7, Devin Rintel, the number 10, Michael DeFilippis, the number 9, Nishan Alagoda, the number 6, Samiata, the number 8, Chris Rocky, the number 11, Riley Gordon, the number 22, Yanis Hamadi, the number 20, and Nathan Jovis in between the sticks wearing 56. For Cockburn Wolves, Stefan Savanovic, the number 8, Jan Chok, the number 2, Michael Vlasic, the number 14, Patrick Torres, the number 15, Lucas Schutz, the number 20, Mark Gavranich, the number 9, Kanal Moitis, the number 27, and Damian Tesovic wearing number 1, replacing Michael Dudek after his red card last week. As we get kicked off here, Rindell on the ball, inside to Houston, back out wide to Rocky. Saeed looks for the 1-2 with Rocky. And the first chance coming in the Northern Hawks way. The ball's still alive, and it's fallen to Saeed. The Northern Hawks take the early lead, and they set themselves on the right track to taking that top 4 spot away from the footscarves. 2 chances came in. Rocky's initial effort was saved by Tesovic, but the rebound fell kindly to him. He laid it off for Saeed, who was never going to miss from that kind of distance. In a nightmare start for the Cockburn Wolves, but in all honesty, they don't have all that much to play for. They'll still play the same final no matter what the circumstance of this match. Only real thing that they want to make sure happens is that number 9, Mark Gavranich, wins the Golden Boot. He currently trails Mateus Carvalho by a goal after Carvalho scored one last night against the Cobras, and I'm sure he will be watching attentively on the live stream to try and see the outcome of the match. Rindell trying to throw the ball in between lines. It's intercepted by Schutz, who flicks it out wide to Gavranich. Michael Vlasic, centre court, forward pass to Schutz. Vlasic with a chance. Jovis misses the ball. Vlasic puts it in, and it's 1-1. Footscarves are back in the top 4 temporarily. So 2 very early goals, and 2 very sloppy ones at that. But Michael Vlasic will take it. He's not going to mind one little bit. He adds another to his account for the season. And the Northern Hawks have it all to do. That one won't be good for their confidence. First time Cockburn got anywhere near the goal, and it's ended up in the back of the net. Rindell. Saeed. Back to Rindell. Houston on the ball. Rindell again. Houston being pressed by Savanovic. It was a 0-0 draw last time. The deadlock's been broken early tonight. And Houston winning that one off Gavranich. Devin Rindell driving forward, cuts inside, shoots off the right boot. Tesovic with the save. He's not going to be easy to beat tonight. He hasn't played much this season, but every time he has played, he's been very good. Played in both their victories over the Cobras and was up for player of the match both times. Ball fist inside the centre by Houston. It's gone out for a corner. Houston flicks it up for Saeed on the volley. Rocky confused as to how he didn't get anything on it at the back post. It was a good ball across from Saeed. And now they've set Mark Gavranich up high, but Tesovic's ball nowhere near the number 9. Jovis will get a chance to build up from the back. Cockburn Wolves are happy to sit back and let the Northern Hawks keep the ball. You figure it will be a tale of how tonight will go. Rocky, bit of an awkward ball, but just about manages to keep it in. Rindell to Houston. Inside to Rocky, looks for the 1-2. But it didn't sit right for Houston. And Cockburn are going to get the ball back here. Savanovic has Gavranich pinned up top. Here he is now, the big target. Gavranich turns. Couple of step overs and goes on the right boot, but definitely not the most dangerous for Mark, not the most dangerous position for Mark Gavranich to be shooting from on the right-hand flank. He's very much a left-footed player. And that one went harmlessly wide. Rindell, Houston. Rocky, back to Houston. Inside to Saeed. Houston on it again. Saeed. Houston. Syed almost getting the ball caught under his feet, but squeezes it back to Houston. Here's Rindell. The ball forward to Syed, but wide off the number 7. And Cockburn Wolves will get it back here through Lucas Shoots. Both sides are coming off losses last week. The Northern Hawks were defeated 1-0 at the hands of the West Coast Cobras. A bit of a shock loss for Cockburn Wolves, 4-3 to Sterling Browser-Jinga, but a couple of contributing factors in that result with the fact that Michael Dudek and Connor O'Driscoll were both dismissed. It definitely didn't help their case, but they had third spot secured a while ago. Syed to Rindell. Houston back to Rindell. Rocky on the ball on the far side. Finds Houston in the middle. It's come out with Houston, who shoots from distance, but routine for Tesovic in the end. Tesovic looking long. It's run through to Jovis. Houston, first sub off the match for the Hawks. It's Samiata. On the ball now is Atta. Out wide to Rindell. Tries to feed Atta down the line. Gavranich going for the nutmeg on Rindell, but the number 10 says no. Patrick Torres warming up to come on at the Cockburn Wolves bench. Savanovic. The ball forward looking for Shoots. Is one back by Rindell. He gets beyond Gavranich easily. Ball to the back post. Houston with a chance. And it was a big opportunity. But he's made a meal of it there, Houston. They can't afford to be missing shots like that if they want to make the top 4. Tesovic going long for Gavranich, but the throw is wide. Torres is checked on now for Shoots. Michael DeFilippis, so too for Rindell. DeFilippis will play a big part tonight. He was instrumental last week. Obviously the Hawks didn't get the result against the Cobras, but DeFilippis was their best player, and he will be relied upon heavily if they get the win tonight. Torres. Vlasic. Savanovic. Torres. Bit of an awkward touch by Vlasic. Allows Syed to get it back. He's tried to play it forward early to Atta, but maybe the ball wasn't on. Savanovic on the wing. Reverse pass to Vlasic, who tried to help it inside the area. And it's gone over the touchline. A side ball the way of the Hawks.
A frantic start here from both teams. Obviously, 2 goals within 2 minutes. And that could have been a second for Saeed. It's gone out. It's fallen to Mark Gavranich, the number 9. As we were saying, Vlasic and Saeed opened the scoring early on. It was a cagey affair last time these two met. I expect it to be no different, but possibly, definitely a lot higher goal scoring this time. So the last fixture ended 0-0. As we were saying, Cockburn haven't got ultimately a lot to play for. They've already secured their final spot next week against the West Coast Cobras. They'll probably be playing for pride at this point, making sure that the Northern Hawks know they're in a contest. Chalk, Savanovic, Gavranich off the left. As we were saying, he wants to win his golden boot. Can I just get a fact check on how many he needs, John?
He needs 1 more to level with Carvalho, but 2 to win it.
2 to win it, so there you go. Carvalho on 24, Gavranich on 23 at the moment. Vanagast finished his season on 23, so he's out of the race now, so it's a quick intermission courtesy of Ton Lanovic, and we're back underway. Atta. 1-2 with Houston, and again, playing their own little game. Sami Atta. Alagoda. Houston. Alagoda, he played well last week against the West Coast Cobras. The number 6. Chalk. Savanovic, always cool under pressure. As I say that, he's giving it away. Houston battling with Torres. He wins out. Chalk resets play there to Stefan Savanovic. Torres. Morpheus gives it to Chalk. Oh, Chalk, it was a nice disguise pass there looking for Morpheus. Rolling foul there called against the Northern Hawks. So they're on 2 fouls. Rindell. Onto with DeFilippis. Atta. Rindell. Alagoda. Nice disguise there from Alagoda. You can see the Northern Hawks implementing the 4-0 rotation. DeFilippis not happy with that pass from Rindell. I think Rindell yet to take a sub on Northern Hawks. He's started well. Savanovic. He's got Morpheus. He's being pressed by Alagoda. Morpheus, he loses out. Alagoda. Morpheus retreats and recovers, but he's got to be very careful there. DeFilippis. Sure he'll lay off Alagoda on the side here. He does. Torres all over it. Chalk, Savanovic. Beautiful ball there. And Morpheus brings it down. DeFilippis uses his body. Good battle there from Morpheus and DeFilippis. Yeah, beautiful ball there from Stefan Savanovic. He's yet to take a break. Doesn't normally play heavy minutes. Morpheus, beautiful feet. Oh, I think Savanovic, I thought he was going to go for the dummy there. His Chalk was in an acre of space. Savanovic, Morpheus, Torres, one of the Cockburn youngsters. Savanovic, Chalk, Savanovic. Ooh, drags his shot, but it was a very nice play. Luca shoots, checks back in for Torres. Rindell plays it there. DeFilippis has it at the back. Alagoda, so story of the games continue. As I say that, they give it away, but Cockburn Wolves holding the possession, and Alagoda gives shoots that don't argue. Chasing that ball down. Savanovic. Hits the scaffolding. Rindell. DeFilippis. A bit of space here. Rindell. DeFilippis. Hamadi checked in there. Nice block, Rindell. Rindell goes to Alagoda. Sells a bit short. I think Rindell needs a sub. He's played 12 minutes straight. Savanovic. Chalk. Savanovic. So it's Cockburn's turn to get a bit of possession. Alagoda does well there, really growing into his role of the Northern Hawks. Alagoda has been a bit part player for the last few seasons. Always does well when he plays, but he's playing more and more minutes now. Rindell. Alagoda exits through. Hamadi. Rindell. He goes long, beautiful. Good first touch from Alagoda, but Vlasic is all over that one. It's going to be a Northern Hawks side ball on the far side. Alagoda, Hamadi. Sells DeFilippis short, and Morpheus comes forward. Schultz, beautiful ball. Hamadi recovers well from his error. And that was just a play of errors there. 3 in a matter of about 10 seconds. DeFilippis and Alagoda off. Riley Gordon checks in for his first minutes of the game. And Saeed's back on the goal scorer. Rindell. Gordon. Rindell. Saeed. Nice ball there, Gordon. It's good to see Riley Gordon back after suffering an ACL injury a few seasons ago. He's looking back and fitter than I think I've seen him. A rumour has it that John Goodlich and Riley Gordon go to the gym together. We'll see if we can get a bit of confirmation on that later from Riley. Morpheus puts that one into touch. Good idea. Chalk not on the same wavelength though. If anyone in the comments has seen John Goodrich at the gym, let us know. Rindell, Gordon, Saeed, he was sold short. Chalk, Morpheus. Hamadi's coming forward. There's a 2-on-1 if you can see it. Vlasic defends gallantly and it's gone for a through ball. Chalk falls over. He's still got it. He's still got it. Rindell comes. It's a 3-on-2 the other way. Saeed, 4v3. Hamadi. Schultz defends. Gordon. It's getting a bit scrappy. Saeed, Gordon. And he hits the side netting. That was sitting perfectly for Lukman Saeed to just swipe, but Gordon took it off his toes. Vlasic, Gavranic is back on. Good first touch. That would have been some goal from Mark Gavranic. I think you've got to go for the first time volley there, so respect. Rindell. Only man yet to take a break on the court, Devin Rindell, which is surprising. Normally only does short stints. Hamadi sold Saeed a dream there. Vlasic. Savanovic is back on. He took a quick breather. Vlasic. Nice ball forward there, Morpheus. Hamadi's all over it though. He comes forward. Oh, I thought he kept that one in. Just gone out. Referee Campos all over that one. And Morpheus returns the favour and kicks it off the line. Houston switches the play to Chris Rocky. Rocky, Saeed on his right. Oh, he went to the back post, tried to be unselfish. I thought he was just going to open up his body and curl it into the back post. Let's just remind everyone the stakes of this game. We'll hold that thought for a second. 3v2. Saeed's got it at the back after a good interception from Vlasic. He's been great in defense. Rocky tries to go through Gavranic. Good battle there. Torres, he wins out. Vlasic just saying you've got to think of the stakes here at the moment. The Northern Hawks are going to stay fifth and miss out on finals for the first time in as long as I can remember. Going to be going back to pre-COVID since there was a finals campaign at Supa-Liga without the Northern Hawks, so they'll want to keep their record intact. Gavranic, he'll want to, like we said, the golden boot. Good save there from the Northern Hawks keeper. Rocky comes. Saeed done so well to keep that in. Vlasic again, an absolute rock in defense. So far has been Michael Vlasic. Houston, he's back on, hasn't played heavy minutes. Houston, there we go, hasn't played heavy minutes yet. Ches Houston is the talisman for the Northern Hawks. Savanovic brings it forward, switches to Vlasic. Savanovic. So they were pressing hard, Northern Hawks, early. Seems they've just stepped off a little bit. Savanovic, that was nice. Saeed puts that one into touch.
Sideline ball for the Cockburn Wolves, deep in their defensive half. Vlasic off the line to Tesovic. Vlasic pumps it long. Gavranic tumbles over and hits the deck. And the foul is caught by the referee. Houston, the culprit. So a free kick for the Cockburn Wolves in centre court. And they'll put the card in for the timeout to try and work something from the set piece. So what a game it's turning out to be so far. 1-1 the score. Chances are at a premium, and despite the fact that the Hawks hit the lead very early on, it was followed up by an almost immediate response from Michael Vlasic. Footscrubs currently hold their position in the top four by a whisker. Northern Hawks will have to ride their luck in the second half and maybe pull out the fifth man to try and win the match for the Cockburn Wolves. They need to find their big Croatian target, Mark Gavranic, but although he has threatened, he hasn't been able to find the back of the net thus far. He'll need 2 goals to take the golden boot away from the Footscars, Mateus Carvalho. And as we're approaching the end of the timeout, the Northern Hawks break from their huddle. They'll line up with Rocky, Houston, Alagoda, and Syed. Obviously, Jovis in goal. And for the Cockburn Wolves, it will be Gavranic, Savanovic, Vlasic, Tesovic, and Patrick Torres. So a heavy Eastern European presence on the court for Cockburn Wolves, despite Patrick Torres, a youngster. And Vlasic to Savanovic, back rolls it to Vlasic, but it's a poor giveaway. Syed trying to spark the counter-attack, but Savanovic making up for the error. Houston gets beyond Gavranic, tries to beat Savanovic and get the cross inside the box, but the Cockburn Wolves captain did well. Houston upfield to Rocky, but Gavranic with the win. It's with Vlasic now. Has Syed to beat. Byers for him out wide, and it's off the Northern Hawks number 7. Cockburn Wolves will have a side ball all the way upfield to Savanovic. Here's Patrick Torres. Cuts inside. Savanovic again. Vlasic around the corner and into touch. So into stop clock territory now in the first half. 1 minute and 49 seconds remaining. Haven't seen a goal for quite some time. Alagoda. Syed back to Alagoda. The ball forward into Rocky. Well defended by Vlasic. Houston. Vlasic again. Pops it over the top, but it's with Syed once more. Rocky tries to lay off Syed. Tesovic, awkward clearance. Houston's there trying to win it up high. Syed. And he's found the back of the net. Lukman Syed with a brace in the most important match of the Northern Hawks history. And you make out that I'm being sarcastic there, but you've got to remember they've never been in a situation as dire as they are now. They've always been in and around the top 2 on the ladder. And for the first time in a very long time, they were at risk of missing out on the top 4, but Syed's goal puts them back in it. And the foot scarves will go out for the time being. An anxious half of futsal for both sides. I'm sure they're all watching on the live stream. The Northern Hawks, all they have to do is hold on now. And if they do so, they'll have the former West Coast Cobras man to thank Lukman Syed. And that ball looking for the back post, can't pick out Alagoda. Janchok coming on. Torres to the bench. Tesovic, Savanovic, Vlasic. Scoop ball forward into Gavranic, but it was too tall for the target. Syed, Rocky. Haven't seen much of Michael DeFilippis in the first half. It'll be good to see more of him in the second. He's one player that can turn the game on its head as Syed, scoring goals and drawing fouls. He's had a good first half so far. 43 seconds left on the clock, and the Northern Hawks with a free kick in the centre of the court. Too far out to trouble Tesovic, you'd have to say, but we'll see what Syed can muster up. He's always known for the audacious. Syed plays Rocky. Narendell. Syed again inside to Houston, who pulls the trigger, but wide of the target on the left boot, Chess Houston. Long throw by Tesovic. Gavranic, can he level before halftime? He was clattered by Rocky, and he hits the deck and draws a free kick just within range, you'd think. Jovis did concede from a similar position last week. It was a game-defying goal by Liam Cummins from the set piece, and we'll see if the Cockburn Wolves can replicate the West Coast Cobras' brilliance and put one in just before halftime. Gavranic to tie level in the golden boot. Janchok's trying to make a nuisance of himself around the goal mouth. Gavranic finds the back of the net well, and he's level with Carvalho, who will be annoyed for one reason, but I'm sure he'll be happy that that goal puts the Footscarves back in the top 4. Northern Hawks have choked the lead once again. They've gone up twice in the first half, but it seems only momentarily after they've hit the front, they've given it away. Can Syed make something happen before halftime? Rocky! Rocky! Chris Rocky on the slide with the immediate response. And the Hawks are toying with fourth spot. Chris Rocky providing the goods. It was a very well worked goal. And if the Hawks let it slip again before halftime, they'll only have themselves to blame. 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Savanovic, Vlasic, ball that wide to Chalk. Looks to feed Gavranich. He lets it run, and 8 seconds left. They'll have a side ball. One last chance to work Jovis. He hasn't been caught upon much in the first half, but he hasn't been able to keep the 2 shots out despite only probably making another 2 or 3 saves. Tesovic as well, save percentages aren't that high this game. Savanovic fizzes it inside the area. It was Gavranich rather. They do look very similar from a distance, and I don't have a pair of glasses on me, but nevertheless that one goes harmlessly wide, and 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Houston, he should have gone long to Rocky there. Maybe Rindell will. He does. Rocky! Straight into the arms of Tesovic as the halftime whistle goes. But what a first half of futsal that was. We'll be back in just a moment with all the action from the second half. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Share it around because it's going to be a big one, that's for sure.
And we are going to get underway momentarily here. I think it's going to be a Cockburn Wolves kickoff. Jan Chok will get us underway. It's been a superb first half, 3-2. All the drama. Footscarbs will be watching very nervously, I imagine. The Northern Hawks are toying with that spot, and Sammy Atter off the right. Dropped off the press. Looks like they're going for the 3-quarter press. This half the Northern Hawks. Saeed's been stellar. Rendell's been good too. Playing heavy minutes. And it's a Cockburn side ball. Morpheus. Savanovic. Morpheus. Like we said, sometimes it's hard to get up for the games when you're not ultimately playing for much. I'd say Cockburn Wolves probably just want to get the win to get some momentum going into the finals. De Philippus, who loses out, gets the side ball though. Rindell, Saeed, De Philippus. Nice play here from the Northern Hawks. De Philippus. Samiato. Let's chip forward. Saeed. DeFilippis, one-on-one with Morpheus, does well, Michael DeFilippis. I don't know how that didn't go in. Very unlucky there from Michael DeFilippis, but glimpses of his quality showing early in this second half rather. Savanovic, Morpheus, Torres, Chock, Torres, Atta wins it off Torres. Atta, oh, there was a gap. I think he's seen it through the legs of the goalkeeper, but it was a good save in the end by Testovic. Morpheus. Saeed, it was on for the hat-trick. Testovic not convincing, but makes the save. Rindell. DeFilippis off the left. Sees that one go wide. Chock goes to target. I imagine they'll go for the long throw. Good throw. Chock, good hold-up play. Resets Savanovic. Morpheus. Savanovic. Torres. Canel. Torres! Great play there from Cockburn Wolves, and there we go. Just like that, the Northern Hawks drop back out of the top four. That was a very, very good goal. Let's not underestimate that from the Northern Hawks. Torres and Canel. Morpheus linked up extremely well, and it was a nice finish. And as we were saying, the Northern Hawks, this has kind of summed up their season. They've been very good in patches, but just not quite consistent enough yet. They pull it out the bag. They got 17 minutes to save themselves. They only need a goal at the moment. They need to win, but with this game being tight, I can't imagine it getting any more than a goal or two away from them in any circumstance. Torres, Savanovic, Chock. He's started the second half very well. The veteran, the number 2. Torres, Chock, inside. Morpheus, DeFilippis wins that. Rindell, bit of ping pong. DeFilippis, oh, his touch let him down at the vital moment. Canel, I think he's going to go for the long ball. He doesn't. Goes short to Testovic. And he gets it back there. Nice 1-2 there from Janchuk. Torres, Savanovic, Chock. Torres stumbles on it. Riddell claiming an elbow thrown. I didn't see that one. DeFilippis in front of Chock. Michael DeFilippis, and that was beautiful, but the save was good, if not better, from Testovic. Saeed. Oh, Rindell with the air swing. Chock. Torres didn't meet it. It's fallen to Saeed. Gives it to DeFilippis. He scuffs it. Savanovic goes the other way. 2-on-1 if he can use it. He still goes. Morpheus puts it into Samiata. He defended that one well. Kept his body weight very even, and Chock touch lets him down. He takes a sub. Gavranic is back on. As we're saying, needs one more for the golden boot. He's level at the moment with Mateus Carvalho. Houston. Oh, Atta tried something, didn't quite come off. Testovic, cool under pressure. Savanovic, signature move. Schultz, so he went to the back post there looking for Gavranic. He was too wide. Gavranic, here we go. Savanovic off the toe poke, and good save there from Nathan Goves. It's going to be a corner ball. Hamadi defended that one well. Puts it into touch. Atta's gone down. Looks like a knee. So we'll see if Sammy Atta needs some attention. Looks like he does. Dan Fumato walking on with his knee brace. So the last thing Northern Hawks need is another injury. So 14 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. I'll keep reminding you the Northern Hawks need a win. Cockburn Wolves are playing for pride and Mark Gavranich's golden boot at the moment. Nothing but a win will do for the Northern Hawks to secure their finals berth. John Goodlich called it their biggest game in their history. I thought a slight overstatement, but he's convinced me it's not. Samiata looks like he's done some damage. Can't put much pressure on his left knee. So hope for a speedy recovery from the Northern Hawks, number 8. I think he's been away for the last month or so with injury, so not good. Vlasic, Savanovic, Schultz. Savanovic, Vlasic. As this game has wore on, the Cockburn Wolves have had more and more possession. It did start with complete domination from the Northern Hawks. They've maybe slightly gassed out and are playing for a 1-0 win. Houston, Rindell, one-on-one with Gavranich, skips past him. Skips past Vlasic, runs out of real estate. Gavranich, great first touch. Houston marshalled well. But there you go, just like that, you can see Mark Gavranich, that's what he brings. Some might say his defensive efforts lack from time to time, but he's such a good outlet, and that left foot is dangerous. Deflection. So they'll get another bite of that cherry. Savanovic will take it. It's only going to one man. That'll be Mark Gavranich. Off the left. Oh, back post. Lucas Schultz. He made the run. He was a second too late. Alagoda, they're going to need inspiration from somewhere. Who's it going to come from the Northern Hawks?
Houston to Hamadi. Back to Houston. Alagoda. Rindell. Hamadi. Back to Rindell. Time the enemy of the Northern Hawks. They go forward now through Houston. Ball to the back post looking for Alagoda. But he just couldn't get there in time. Tesovic with it now for Cockburn. He plays Savanovic short. Savanovic to Vlasic. Blocked by Hamadi. And Tesovic coming to the rescue. Long throw looking for Gavranich. Headed clear by Rindell. Hamadi keeps it in. Has to be careful here. Yanis Hamadi doesn't want to mess around with the ball at the back. Not the time. And the foul has been given. But you've got to say that Hamadi almost deserved to be punished for that error. Trying to hold off two people at the back with the stakes this high. Luckily, the free kick going their way. Rindell, Hamadi. Now it's not the time for the fancy stuff. And shots like that aren't going to cut it either. So it will be a keeper's ball. Savanovic, not realising, came off the post outside the pitch. And Tesovic, poor throw. Gavranich not happy with the delivery. He shrugs his shoulders in disgust as he wants that goal before time's over to take the golden boot off Carvalho. Houston to Hamadi. Ball down the line to Rindell. Now here the Hawks come. Rindell looks to skip and start. Still going, but a good sliding block by Lucas Schultz. Rindell, Alagoda. Rindell back to Alagoda. Trying to win the 50-50. And pushed over the line by Vlasic. Alagoda. Rindell. Ball to the back post. It took a slight deflection, which changed the course, and Hamadi's given it away again. Will he get punished? He gives away the foul and really should be going into the book for that challenge. We'll see what Tom Glavovich says. He's gotten away with one there, but nevertheless he's been dragged to the bench as Mark Gavranich standing over it. He scored from similar distance, and if they get people inside that area buzzing around Jovis, it's not going to be easy for the young keeper. Gavranich to win the golden boot. Could this be the moment? Good save by Jovis to deny. Danger not cleared yet though. Alagoda comes away with it. Vlasic with the win, and Gavranich shoots wide off the target. Under 10 minutes to go now. Stakes are rising. Rindell can't afford to do that in this stage of the match. Gavranich loses his footing. Syed does really well. And it looks like it's gone the way of the Wolves. So 3-3 the score, but the Wolves look to have the momentum. The good passages of play that the Hawks made in the first half seem to have come to an end. Can Syed change that? Rindell tried to flick it on. Vlasic blocks the pass. Rindell to Syed, looking for the hat trick. Rindell, can he stand tall? He's a man for big occasions. Syed, but a big save from Tesovic to deny Syed the hat trick. And the Hawks the lead. Rocky coming on. He's had a good match today. Scored the third goal. Played part in the second. Ches Houston. Alagoda over the bar. He's got to be better than that, the youngster. They need stuff to fall in their favour, the Northern Hawks. Vlasic under press. Gives it away in the middle. Alagoda. Still going. Back rolls it to Houston. Ball in the middle to Rocky with the toe poke. Wide of the target, but they're claiming there was a touch. What will the referee say? He agrees. Rocky earned the corner. He's waiting up the line, presumably to take the shot. Rocky! And it almost got deflected in. Syed fuming, he couldn't help it in the back of the net. Houston, Syed back to Houston. Fires one in at the near post, and as the clock ticks under 8 minutes, the Hawks with another corner. Massive, massive last 8 minutes. Syed trying to make amends for the earlier chance, and he has! Rocky at the back post with the header! And again the Hawks take the lead. We've almost got to say, if they let a lead slip 4 times, do they even deserve to make the finals? Rocky might have injured himself in the process, but no one minds because they've got the lead and they've pushed the Footscarves out of the top 4. And now they've got a fresh slate. Now they can start again. If they keep Cockburn Wolves at bay, they'll secure 4th spot. No need to go 5th man now. Greg Farrell can put the jersey away. Moithis, Savanovic, Vlasic. Can Cockburn Wolves have one last say on the way this season goes? Could Gavranich drive a dagger into the Northern Hawks with a golden boot winning goal? What a narrative that would be. Syed has been brilliant today. So too is this man Rocky. Houston has been quiet but solid. Having said that though, Syed, who's been so good, gives it away. Savanovic to Moithis. And now Vlasic. Savanovic. Back to Vlasic. Ball in the middle to Moithis. Pressed by Alagoda. Forced to retreat. Savanovic in the middle. Helps it on to Moithis. And Syed has given away the handball. And a free kick in a very similar position is taken quickly this time. Moithis to equalise. Off the line by Houston. And scrambled away. Follow-up shot by Savanovic going over the bar. But the Cockburn Wolves are knocking on the door. And the Hawks getting away with a huge one there. Some last gasp defending paying dividends. Tesovic with an awkward clearance. Alagoda for the top 4 spot. He fires over the bar. 6 minutes left to go now. Tesovic going long to Moithis. Nice touch to bring it down, but Syed stopping the advance. Vlasic, Savanovic down the line. Shock in a battle with Houston. Savanovic to Moithis. And he wants to foul. Referee allowing play to continue. Vlasic in the middle. Awkward touch by Chock. And Savanovic fields the ball. Chock tries to turn. Moithis. Syed doing just enough. He's been huge tonight. And the crowd really building up ahead of a big game to follow. The Classico, it's been dubbed. Cambio Cumbro taking on Sterling. Into the side netting goes Savanovic. As the Hawks live to die another day. De Philippus coming on. He'll look to steady the ship. He's a man that knows how to see out a match. Houston, Lukman Syed. Good ball to find to Philippus. Alakoda. The Footscarves are awaiting this result anxiously. It still very much could go either way. Houston, ball forward, Alakoda flicks it on. Tesovic denies, and now Shock on the counter-attack. Ball out wide to Savanovic, he's on his wrong foot, but he cuts in. Moithis might have blocked it from going in. I'm not sure who stopped that one, whether it was Jovis or Moithis, but Greg Farrell's about to have a heart attack on the bench. And Syed busting forward, this will seal it. Tesovic with a big stop. Syed confused as to how he didn't take this one. And he's asking for a sub. It will be Rindell, the man to replace him. Gavranich coming on for a big final 4 minutes. And Syed, that looks to be a game-ending injury. And it's a huge blow for the Northern Hawks, because without him, they would be nowhere within this match. Rindell, he is coming on. Hasn't been his finest of outings, but still plenty of time to change that. And it doesn't look like it's a free kick. There was no malicious intent. Syed just got tangled up in between legs, and a sideline ball for the Northern Hawks. Alakoda goes up the line to Rindell. Pass was blocked. Tesovic collects it. Can he spark an attack on quickly? Ops short for Savanovic. Torres scored the third goal. Could he write his name in the lights? Ball over the top, Shock. Trying to pick out Torres' run, but not to be. And Jovis isn't going to want to take a risk. He goes long, looking for Houston. Headed clear by Tesovic. And I'm not sure if it was friendly fire or if Houston clattered into Shock, but nevertheless, he's gone down. However, he looks to be okay, though. So we'll start with a drop ball in the middle of the field. Possession with the Hawks. Alakoda. Rindell. To Philippus. Rindell, loose pass, and Alakoda stretched but couldn't reach it. Cockburn Wolves building up now. Savanovic cuts inside. Tries to throw it forward to Chalk. Rindell, nice feet to evade Gavranich. Brings it back onto the left. Here's to Philippus. Alakoda. Tesovic coming out to slide and clear. To Philippus. In the corner. He had no real options and flicked it into touch. And it took a touch off a white shirt. It's gone the way of the Hawks. Alakoda. Rindell cuts inside. Well, Devin Rindell. Was he brought down? Referee says no. Now a counter attack. Shock. Will he be able to get there? Not quite.
The Northern Hawks have put their time out. So they're going to have to talk about how they're going to hold on to this lead. The Northern Hawks 4-3 up, courtesy of a Lukman Saeed masterclass thus far. He looks like he won't be back on. Oh, he is coming back on. My mistake. So 2 goals from Saeed and 2 goals from Rocky look to be enough to send them into the finals. Unless the Cockburn Wolves can pull something out the bag. They've got 2 minutes left. Like we said earlier, they're not playing for overly much. They just want to play for momentum going into next week's semi-final. So we'll see if they can spoil the Northern Hawks party Rendell got a yellow at the end, just before that timeout, so that's one to watch. Obviously, he's a hot-headed player. And they have subbed him. Probably a wise thing to do there from Farrell. So the players are back on. It's going to be DeFilippis, Saeed, Houston, and Nishan Alagoda. And for the Cockburn Wolves, it's Torres, Gavranic, Savanovic, and Vlasic. Like John said, an Eastern European contingent. Houston. So 2 minutes 40 remaining. DeFilippis plays it. Saeed looks like he's recovered. Alagoda, Saeed. Torres pressing hard. Gavranic with the double team. Remember, he still want that goal to finish the golden boot race off. Vlasic, Savanovic. Vlasic, Savanovic. Vlasic. Down the line to Torres. Nice feet there from the youngster. Gavranic off the left. Houston blocked well. Torres. He's going to have to win something. He'll do well too. It's actually a really good ball through. Vlasic. And it's going to be an open goal. Saeed wraps it up. Final secured for the Northern Hawks. Saeed gets his hat-trick. Alagoda pressed hard. Tesic got in all sorts, and that left Saeed to pass into an empty net, and the Footscarbs will be sitting there with hands in heads, thinking what could have been. Gavranic keeps that in. Saeed wants another one, goes through Vlasic. And that's into touch. It's going to take a miracle for Cockburn Wolves to get back in this. DeFilippis, Alagoda, playing with fire, does well. Houston skips inside of two. Torres takes it off Houston. It could have been a foul there, not being given. Houston rolls back. Alagoda. Houston switches it to DeFilippis. They can just keep it. They don't need to go forward now. Schurz. Savanovic. A minute left. It looks like that's going to be all she wrote for Footscarbs. Looks like they're going home empty-handed yet again. Saeed cuts that out. The Hawks have done enough to save their season. Houston. Saeed will want another. Here he is. Lookman Saeed lays it back to DeFilippis. Back post ball. Houston never committed to the run. Savanovic gets the yellow from referee Campos. Don't think that's going to affect much. Hopefully for their sake, he's not on 4 yellow cards. Tesic, Gavranic. He'll still want the golden boot. Looks like him and Carvalho are going to end up tied on 23 goals. Houston, DeFilippis to Alagoda. DeFilippis. They're going to let the clock go down. Alagoda. No one pressing with Gavranic, and that's going to be that. 15 seconds left. This game just coming to an end. DeFilippis, what a ball forward. Can Saeed get his fourth? Lookman Saeed! He can! Lookman Saeed. What a celebration to match the goal. He gets his fourth of the evening. And 2 assists to match, so 6 goal contributions. Not a bad day out. Gavranic puts that one into touch. 1 second remaining. So the Northern Hawks are going to run out 6-3 winners. And Footscarbs are going home. And that's it. Lookman Saeed masterclass has saved the Northern Hawks. Gavranic couldn't quite get the golden boot. He'll end it tied with Mateus Carvalho, who's him and his Footscarbs boys will be looking to come back next season as they miss out on the top 4 only just. We'll have a quick look through the match statistics and we'll be back for the Cambio Cumbre versus Sterling Braza Jinga.